Hello and welcome, all you softball fans, for another installment of High School Softball on your sports network, ysnlive.com. Ty Bartel from the Austintown Fitch High School Softball Complex for this matchup between the Austintown Fitch Falcons and the Ursuline Fighting Irish softball teams. We look into the circle today for the Austintown Fitch Falcons. It's southpaw freshman Tori Greathouse coming in with a 2.39 ERA and 14 2/3 innings of work. She's logged the most out of the three pitchers for the Falcons, striking out 6 and walking 4 in those innings. Lineup here for the Irish: Brooke Opalick leads things off, followed by Emma Davies. Brooke Burton bats third with Katie Koulianos, the Otterbein commit, in cleanup. Eva Camuso bats fifth with Lauren O'Leary sixth. Mackenzie Smith batting seventh. Ariana Chavone, the designated player, bats eighth. And Isis Mylove will round things out for the batting ninth as the national anthem taking place here. As the national anthem being played over at Richard L. Coppola Field, as recognized here on the softball field as well, prior to our first pitch too, so we don't really have to interrupt any kind of game time. The Falcons are donning their navy blue unis with the Block F Fitch across the chest, all white lettering and numbering with a little bit of red trim. The Irish in their nice looking pinstripe away gray unis with the green pinstripes, green numbering, and then the gold Irish across the chest with gold trim across the numbering.
Across the way at Coppola Field this afternoon, the Fitch Falcons varsity team is seeking its first win of the season as its hosts Chardon's Notre Dame Cathedral Latin.
As a foul on that first pitch to Opalick, 0-1 the count. Greathouse fires in a second consecutive pitch and across the zone, 0-2. Greathouse, as I mentioned, out of the three Falcon pitchers that have logged time in the circle, she has logged the most innings out of the circle for Fitch. None of them are really going complete games. She did log a 5-inning, though, complete game against the Mentor Cardinals. Great performance from her. That was her debut in the circle as far as starting is concerned. But she's pretty much been a staple as far as appearing in just about every game. My stat master Googs will probably correct me on it, but I don't think she hasn't appeared in a single game yet this season, unless it was yesterday at Jackson Milton. But did she appear at Jackson Milton yesterday, Googs? Tori Greathouse.
She was in yesterday for the first.
So if that's the case, then Greathouse, if I'm not mistaken, has appeared in every game this season, at least an inning or so, if I'm not mistaken, in the Falcons 5-0. That one hit out towards short, right to Rogers. She'll field and find the glove of Abby Toth, sitting at first, one away. So we look at the defense for the Falcons as follows. As Abby Toth, we mentioned, sitting at first. Second baseman, Sammy Severn. Over at short, it's Alyssa Rogers. Third base, it's Morgan Roby. Behind the dish, it's All-State catcher Kylie Folkwine. And go in the outfield, and it looks as follows with Kayliana Ray manning center. Seneca Coates out in left, and then in right, the senior Rachel Spalding. One down and 1-0 the count here on Emma Davies. Davies, freshman pitcher. She's going to be something special here for the Irish, as between her, Eva Camusa, some pretty big names that were well known in the Little League ranks, now coming up to the high school level, and they look to make a big impact. And for this Irish team, as these young ladies get seasoning, they're going to be something great. That's a pop-up on the infield. Morgan Roby takes care of it, out number 2. 2 down here in the top of the first, as Greathouse forcing some soft contact on the infield.
Sophomore left fielder 7, Brooke Burton.
Brooke Burton takes aim. Right-hander against the left-handed pitching Greathouse. That first pitch fouls back, 0-1. Pitch runs high. Ball 1. Count 2-1. That's also a pop-up on the infield. Rogers looks it into the leather, out number 3. Couple pop-ups highlight a 1-2-3 inning of work by Greathouse, the freshman in the circle, as we take our first look at the Falcon Bats when we get back here in the bottom of the first.
Now's the time to de-stress, relax, and enjoy the therapeutic benefits of a new spa, hot tub, or sauna from Burnett Pool Spas and Hot Tubs. Now's the time to save with 0% financing for 72 months and payments as low as $60 per month. Take advantage of store-wide savings on all floor models. This is your time to save and relax in a new spa, hot tub, or sauna from Burnett Pool Spas and Hot Tubs.
Burnett Pools, we've got it all.
For heating, cooling, and indoor air quality, the Mahoning Valley trusts MP Vivo Heating and Air Conditioning, offering worry-free repair, service, and installation. Call MP Vivo today for a free estimate.
MP Vivo Heating and Air Conditioning. We're your energy-efficient experts.
Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the first inning, as we'll take our first look at the Falcon Bats. First in the circle, Emma Davies, the freshman right-hander for the Irish. He'll be facing this lineup from the Austintown Fitch Falcons. Kayleana Ray will lead things off, followed by Alyssa Rogers. Morgan Roby bats in the 3-0 with Abby Toth cleanup. Kylie Folkwine 5th, Sammy Severn 6th. Seneca Coates gets the start and left and bats 8th. Designated player Bella Baumgart going to be batting 8th. And then Rachel Spalding will round things out, batting 9th. Defensively around Davies as follows. Eva Camuso is going to be the catcher for her today. In the infield, Mackenzie Smith stands at first. Addison Went will be at second. Over at short, it's Lauren O'Leary. Katie Koulianos, the staple senior, over at third. Then in the outfield, Brooke Burton will be in left. In center field, it's Brooke Opalick. And then in right field, it's Isis Mylove. Want to correct myself, too, on at least clarify myself. Greathouse has appeared in every game this season, but she's appeared in every game in the circle, or only 4 games in the circle. She didn't appear in that first game against Magnificat in the circle, but she was in the starting lineup as the designated player. But she has been active and involved in the circle in every game since that Magnificat game, where she started in the lineup, just didn't get any time in the circle. But ever since that second game of the season where she got the start and really pitched a gem against the Menor Cardinals, 5 innings of work in that win, she's been having a staple appearance in at least every single game at this point, and a big part of why the Falcons have been successful, 5-0 on the year. Irish, little tough trip to Tennessee, or they could have won just about every single game they played down there. They are 1-4 on the year, but they played some tough competition down in Pigeon Forge. And their trip actually happening very early in the softball season, opposed to the Falcons, who are going to have that trip happen here close towards the end of the month, too, more towards the end of the regular softball season. And going into tournament time, there's only going to be about 2 weeks of regular season softball left for the Falcons by the time they return home. So they'll have to make sure they maintain focus as they get back up to Ohio stateside. 3-1 now here on Kayleana Ray, batting .800 currently on the season. Kay Quick, 16 for 20 officially at bats to hits. That's going to be a sky pop. Davies forces the pop up to Koulianos, and that's a can of corn on the infield for the senior third baseman, one away. Katie Koulianos, featured on our YSN Live podcast today. You could check out that interview with DJ Yoakley and Anthony Hartwig. Great job by the senior. Really one of the beacons in this community in the sport of softball for a lot of young ladies, and not how to just approach the sport, but also just approach life too. Alyssa Rogers, stepping into the 6 hole this season as a junior, just batting .611 with the stick. I'm still waiting for the race video between Kayliana Ray and Alyssa Rogers that Coach Ward has promised. I want it on video, and we might need to do more than one too, because I feel like I think like best of 3, best of 5 series we need to do between the two and see definitively who's got the edge in it. These two young ladies, though, both have a ton of speed. As some speed behind that one as Davies pumps it past Rogers for a swinging strike. 2-1 the count on the Falcon 2-hole hitter. Davies heels the rubber, fires in, and that pitch over the head of Rogers. Hitters count. Ready now is Davies, the 3-1 to Rogers. Went too far, and it's a strike count full. Getting the call from that first base dugout. Coach Dugan feeding to Davies. The pitch pumped past Rogers for the strikeout. Second down here in the inning. Now bring up Morgan Roby. Roby batting .375 on the campaign. Looking to get into one of her hot streaks. These two teams met in scrimmage season, so they have some experience against one another. Essentially the second matchup that a lot of these ladies are having against one another, as Roby takes a first pitch strike by Davies. That'll go outside. Ball and a strike. Roby batting with 2 down. Trying to get something started as Davies trying to match a clean inning on her side of things. Second pitch that's missed up high. Trying to tease Roby with the rise ball. Staying disciplined and getting ahead in the count now, 2-1. Nice crowd on hand today. Temperature actually not too bad right now, as got a slight breeze, but nothing crazy like we were seeing in days past. A swing and a miss. 2-2, went up the ladder to even the count. Davies looking for a 1-2-3. Bottom of the first. The Irish freshman getting the call. And she'll take time, actually, not on the same page. Getting the pitch call again from that first base dugout. The pitch hit foul, third base side. We'll do it again at 2-2. Should Roby reach, Abby Toth awaits in the on-deck circle for the Falcons. 190 the dimensions all the way across here at the Fitch Falcon softball complex to each pole and a straightaway center. That one a misfire way over the head of Roby. And that's looks to be the pitch she's trying to gain control of the most right now and laboring with a little bit. As the count full now, 3-2. Here's the payoff. And it's ball 4, Roby working the walk. Disciplined approach, too, and that's more of an upperclassman approach that you see from Morgan Roby, too, where maybe more aggressive, maybe fighting off more pitches, too, but staying patient, staying disciplined, not chasing anything the pitcher offers her, too, just taking what's given and working the walk. Abby Toth, a .769 batting average with a couple of bombs on the season. She's been able to celebrate Abby Day 2 out of the 5 games, as the wild pitch allows Roby to advance to second. Scoring position now for the Falcons as Roby stands at second. Toth the opportunity. Right-hander against right-hander. And again, Davies asking for clarification on the pitch call from the dugout. She's got it. Here's the 1-0. That'll skip in off the turf. And Roby going to get down to third in time safely with a slide. And the count 2-0. Roby stands 60 feet away. And any kind of wild pitch pass ball now heads up at the plate. Roby will be looking to try to score. Falcons have been masterful manufacturing runs in a multitude of ways, primarily with the way they run the bases with high IQ this season. That's a huge reason why the Falcons are 5-0, is they have the ability to get on base, but when they are on base, they're uber aggressive in taking extra bases too, and they're also smart on the base paths and how they take their extra bases. Davies trying to thwart the opportunity. That pitch will run a little bit low as 3-1 hitters count for the powerful swinging Falcon first baseman. Detroit Mercy commit Abby Toth, just a junior. The 3-1, and that'll be ball 4. Roby holds at third, and that is back-to-back walks to set up runners at the corners now with 2 away. As Kylie Folkwine, crush, looks to take aim now. She's having a great season at .500 on the year. 2 home runs on the year. Could have a third if Madison Schmitz didn't make potentially a play of the year. As you'll be seeing that one across the YSN stream wave soon too, with highlights as a couple of diamond plays from those center fielders. You can actually see those plays on YSN Live right now on our socials throughout our highlight tapes too, both her and Kayliana Ray. What a matchup that was between a couple AAC opponents, and that looks to be the case here in the All-American Conference, as matchups with Boardman and Canfield and Harding still yet to happen for this Falcon squad. And with the momentum Boardman's gaining, they're looking really good. Canfield, of course, you can never count them out. And, of course, this Falcons team 5-0. 2 on, 2 down in the inning, and taking a first pitch strike is Folkwine. Jogging to second safely is Abby Toth, as getting there without a throw. So she'll get the steal, I believe, officially.
Yeah, she took off as the pitch was being made. Yeah, they're not giving her credit for nothing.
And it's a ball outside.
If you look on that spot, Sam Severn should have 3 stolen bases this year. He did it all in one game.
The 1-1. Folkwine will take outside. 2 balls and a strike as Davies trying to be methodical in her approach to one of the highly doubted catchers in the softball world, in the entire state and the entire nation. The 2-1. There's a strike called as Folkwine gives a smirk about it. It's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down with 2 on. Scoreless here in the bottom of the first. Davies trying to get a big momentum swinging pitch across. Here's the 2-2. Fouled back, just did get a piece of it. Folkwine will live to see another pitch. The count 2-2 Davies. Heels the rubber. She's ready. The pitch. Hit in the air out towards right field. It's angling and it will bounce in the field of play, but right up on that fence line and went. Unable to make a play on it. Count will remain 2-2 following the foul ball. Morgan Roby sits at third. Abby Toth sitting at second. 2 down in the inning as Folkwine trying to bring the first runs of the ball game home. The 2-2 from Davies. That's popped up, and it'll get out of play towards the baseball bullpen over at Richard L. Coppola Field. Boys looking for their first win of the season against the Notre Dame Cathedral Latin Lions across the way. 2-2 our count remains. Folkwine deadlocked in a battle with Davies. The pitch. Fouled ball. Was that? I swear I heard someone doing like a Roblox, like hurt player noise from that dugout too.
And this is going to be pitch number 9 in this plate here.
I think I just saw Kylie mouth, "I'm out of breath" to the dugout as pitch number 9 coming her way from Davies. It's been a battle. The pitch. Taking, it's a ball. Coming home with it is Roby, and she'll get there to score. Over to third is Toth. The Falcons able to manufacture one on the base paths.
Calling that a pass ball. And
Pass ball officially as the run scores.
whacked at it.
And the count has run full, 3-2 for Folkwine.
Go in the net. Here's 1-0.
Here's the payoff. Called strike 3, and Folkwine watched it go by. Davies gets a big-time K to shut down the inning, but the Falcons do get a run manufactured. Roby comes home to score on a pass ball. 1-0 Fitch after an inning. We go to the top of the second, middle of the Irish order when we get back.
In the home half of the first inning for the Fitch Falcons.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Flynn.
Hi, this is Steve Rossetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined 80 years of experience, WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
From Gia's to Giangelo's, we sure have grown over the years, but what hasn't changed is our appreciation for you. Thanks for choosing Giangelo's, and here's to many more years of great food and great times. Giangelo's.
This auto show season at Greenwood Chevrolet, it's time you experience a vehicle with flair.
This auto show season, experience a revamped Chevrolet lineup like you've never seen before. At the only dealership that goes the extra mile for you, Greenwood Chevrolet.
Welcome back, everybody. Ty Bartel, YSNLive.com. We graciously and thankfully welcome you back into this stream. Top of the second inning between the Fitch Falcons and the Ursuline Irish softball teams. One of the seniors, Katie Koulianos, takes aim against Tori Greathouse, and she'll take outside ball 1. Koulianos, the Otterbein commit, going to be going down Columbus area after this year to continue her softball career and, of course, academic career. Take it low, 2-0. Another one of those young ladies, too, if you were going to compile a list of some of the best area athletes, too, both on and off the field in terms of just personality, in terms of just the type of people they are, as Koulianos lifts that one out towards center field. Kayliana Ray calls for it in the left center field gap. 1 away. But as I was saying, Koulianos, one of those young ladies, too, that you look at as a beacon, too, for what you point to younger players to say, look at them, follow their lead?
Order is freshman catcher number 15,
Eva Camuso, freshman catcher for the Irish. She'll go swinging at that first pitch again, lifting it to the outfield. This time, Seneca Coates will make the grab. 2 away as a couple fly balls get 2 quick ones here in the inning. Give Lauren O'Leary the chance now to take some hacks.
sophomore shortstop number 3, Lauren O'Leary.
O'Leary taking aim as Greathouse's pitch fouled back. Tori Greathouse getting ahead of another Irish bat. Irish ready up here as pitch to O'Leary goes by her as Greathouse gets ahead 0-2 with the swinging strike. The pitch. Brought it out. Side. No chase by O'Leary. 1-2. Just missed there as nice teaser pitch, though, by Greathouse. And the count runs even. 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down here in the top of the second. That pitch swung out and missed. A strikeout to cap the inning. 1-2-3 for Greathouse. Her first K recorded today. As we go into the bottom of the second, 1-0 the Falcons in the lead.
Reserve Run Golf Course, located in Poland, is your destination for great golf, delicious food, and fun times. Whether you're enjoying a round with friends or competing in one of our many leagues, Reserve Run is a great place for golfers of all ages. After golf, join us at another Round Bar and Grill. With delicious food, cold drinks, and some of the best views in town, it's the perfect spot to relax after your round. Book your tee time or reservation today. Stop in or reach us online at reserverungolf.com. Reserve Run, golf, food, fun.
It's Sheely's largest event of the year. Now through April 12th, take 10% off top vendors like Whirlpool, FlexSteel, Ashley, Smith Brothers, and more. Or get 24-month special financing. And with these special purchases, you'll find the perfect pieces for every room. Dining, living, bedroom, outdoor, and more. These offers won't be around long. 10% off participating vendors or 24-month special financing. Plus, enjoy free local delivery. Sheely's, the best things in life happen at home.
As senior Samantha Severn leading things off here for the Falcons. The only one batting higher average-wise than Kayleana Ray on the team is this young lady, Samantha Severn. 818. Unthinkable batting average for the second baseman. 9 for 11, 9 runs batted in, 9 runs scored. She just knows how to get on base, man. One of the toughest outs, and serves as the bridge player and has been the bridge player for the last few years now for the Falcons. And you call her a bridge player because she's perfect in these situations. If you need her to lead off an inning to get a runner on, she can do it. If it's an RBI opportunity, she can do it. And she's got that over-the-fence pop that she's been able to produce last year. And then, of course, this year, too, one of the Falcons with a home run. She has one on the year. 2-1 the count on Severn. Slammin' Sammy Severn, one of the profiles for the Falcon second baseman, can be found on ysnlive.com and our interview with her. 2-2 the count now as Severn, her first look against Davies here. The 2-2. Ball 3. Taking it outside and running the count full once again, Severn. Davies now with the payoff. Severn hits that one out towards center field. A shot, but right to Brooke Opalik, who had it measured up with ease for out number 1. Fly out the first out here in the second. Bring up Seneca Coates. Seneca Coates batting .556 on the season. Taking a first pitch strike. Coates, one of those young ladies really starting to make a name for herself for this Falcons softball team with her bat and also defensively out in left field. And she looks to be one of those lockdown everyday outfielders for the Falcons. And ball 1-1-1 now the count on Coates. That'll be foul tipped into the glove. Eva Camuso holds on. It's a strike 2 regardless, 1-2. The 1-2, put it in the air, foul, and out of play. Count remains 1-2 on Coates. The pitch. Coates tries to send it up the middle. It's stopped over at second base by Went, and the throw not in time as Coates, the hustle play, able to make it to first error of the day as Went gets tacked with it.
Now batting 8th for the Fitch Lady Falcons is freshman designated player number 32, Bella Baumgart. Easy for me to say.
Check them.
Emma Davies, freshman.
Ball down low. Correct myself, that's Isis Mylove tagged with the error. Baumgart, one of the players with a home run this year. She's batting .714 in her at-bats this season. The 2-0. That'll be there in the zone. 2-1 now. Falcons actually still looking for their first hit despite the 1 run scored. Manufactured that on a walk, couple pass balls. That's a liner to left as it'll drop in fair territory. Baumgart gonna get into second safely with a double. As Baumgart continues her hot stroke to start the season out of that batter's box. 2 in scoring position now for Rachel Spalding. If you hear Ain't No Mountain playing, it's because Rachel Spalding stepped into the box. A staple. Batting .417 out of that 9-hole as Spalding having one of her best seasons yet with the Falcons. That'll be a ball coming home to score. Coates in with a slide. And the second run to score now on a pass ball today by the Irish. So Coates across the plate over to third. Baumgart still just 1 down as the Falcons have scored a run in back-to-back innings. 9-hole hitter here, and Spalding trying to turn it over to the top. She'll cut and miss at that pitch by Davies. The 1-1. Showed bunt, put it down, did Spalding, going to force him to make a play. The throw offline, run will come home. Spalding turns, burns, and into second safely. Misfire on the throw, scores another, and one more in scoring position still for the Falcons. Back to the top of the order now for the Falcons, now with a 3-run lead. Kayleana Ray. 2 errors in this inning by the Irish, and they haven't allowed an earned run yet, but the Falcons nevertheless have built upon their lead. Now 3 runs the advantage. As Rachel Spalding, though, reaching safely in yet another game, too. And she's really worked on just being effective. And an example of that there, too. Ball that was just a bit in the turf. She's able to advance to third. Less than 2 down. And a RBI opportunity with a productive out here for Kayleana Ray. The 2-0. That's lined out towards left center, and that one a screaming shot off the bat of Kayleana Ray. Head first slide into second with an RBI double. Falcons by 4 now here with a 3 spot in the bottom of the second, spearheaded by a couple of Irish errors.
Now stepping in, shortstop number 00, Alyssa Rogers.
Alyssa Rogers struck out swinging, her one and only time up. Bats with a runner at second, 1 down. Falcons. As Davies found the zone against Rogers, 0-1. One of 2 strikeout victims today by Emma Davies. The 0-1 now to Rogers. Rogers tries to bunt it right back to Davies. She'll fire to first, and not on the bag, they say, during the play. And all the way to second goes Rogers on the miscommunication. Run scores from third. Make it 5-0 Fitch. Or no, excuse me, to third rather is Kayleana Ray. You're so used to her and her speed, you think she came up, but no, it was Kayleana Ray to third. Gonna go bunt base hit officially on that for Rogers. Called strike here on Roby. Roby walked in her lone plate appearance today in the first. Davies trying to get herself out of some trouble. 2 on. 3 runs have scored in the inning. That bunt advanced Kayleana Ray to third. Rogers able to take an extra base on it. One and one here, the count. That'll be fouled back, 1-2. 1-2 here, the count on Roby. Davies looking for the second out here in the second inning. Through the bat, head at it, hit it out towards second. Run will score, and out at first. 2 runs will score. Rogers right behind Ray, and 2 runs on the fielder's choice. You'll take that if you're Morgan Roby. You'll accept the out for the 2 ribbies.
First baseman number 10, Abby Toth.
Abby Toth batting with the bases empty. Falcons now up 6 after a 5-run second inning. Davies. That's hit in the air out towards right field. Ranging over, My Love makes the grab. 2 down, or 3 down, excuse me. Inning ends as the sides retired off of the fly ball by Abby Toth, put away by Isis My Love. We now go into the top of the third with the Ursuline Irish looking for some offense.
In the home half of the second.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
Top of the third inning, but it's the bottom of the Irish order. 7, 8, 9 due up with Mackenzie Smith, Ariana Chavone, and Isis My Love. All due up here for Ursuline as ball 1 taken. The 1-0. That'll soft dribbler back to Greathouse. She'll turn, fire to first, 1 away. Fielding her position really well once again. Greathouse gets the first out of the inning. Ariana Chavone, designated player. With 1 down, called strike to Chavone. Greathouse dropped it off the table. No swing by Chavone, 1-1. Ball outside, 2-1. Greathouse gets it by Chavone on a swinging strike. 2-2 now on the Irish's designated player. The 2-2. Called strike 3, able to paint the inner third. Second K of the day for Greathouse. And it's the second out of the inning. Isis My Love now.
Now batting ninth first.
First bat for her.
Number 9, left-hand swinging Isis
Kylie Folkwine making the adjustment of bringing Severn in. Pinching on the second base side here. A slapper and someone that likes to lay down bunts here is My Love. And the foul back by My Love, 1-1. My Love trying to turn it over to the top of the order with giving him a runner on. The Irish love to start a little 2-out rally here, down by a half dozen. Greathouse able to get it by My Love, swinging strike 2. Tori Greathouse trying to give a third shutout inning for the Falcons out of that circle. Ran it up the ladder, no chase offered, 2-2. Outfield also pinching in, playing shallow. So if you get anything to the outfield, you're likely getting it over a lot of their heads too, albeit there's a lot of speed in that outfield from the Falcons, but they are pinching in. So there's some space. You can get it to deep outfield grass. And of course, anything over the infield's head. Swing and a miss, strike 3, as it'll be another K for Tori Greathouse. Her third of the day, second one she's registered swinging, as that's a 1-2-3 inning for the Falcon freshman. We go to the bottom of the third. Fitch up by a half dozen, 6-zip.
Toyota of Warren, trusted to get you into your dream ride since 1996. And winner of Carfax's top-rated dealer award 6 years in a row. We've got great trucks, an experienced finance team, and the ease of Toyota Care's no-cost maintenance on all new Toyotas. Find yours with us today at Toyota of Warren. Check out Toyota of Warren's all-new website for online inventory with new models delivered daily. Set up financing or schedule service at toyotaofwarren.com.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Irish making a substitution at second. Caitlin Kennedy now playing defensively on that side of the infield for Ursuline. As Kylie Folkwine takes aim, second at bat today against Davies. She struck out looking her first time up against Davies. Davies able to freeze Folkwine after a great battle at the dish. Folkwine trying to find a measure of revenge perhaps against the freshman this time around. She'll hit that one out to right field, has some carry to it, and trying to find it, almost did, but it hits off of the glove of My Love, and off to the races into third safely is Folkwine. So an error in the outfield there by the Irish. Officially the call here as the error puts Folkwine at third to lead off the inning. And a strike called to Samantha Severn at the dish. Called strike, Severn falls behind 0-2. Severn flew out to center field. Her lone time up 0 for 1 today against Davies. Here's the 0-2. She's got a piece of it to stay alive. As it's 0-2, Severn fouls it off and will stay alive once again.
The tie, you know, is one of those things. If it's a play you could.
As another foul keeps this one alive as Severn refusing to go down. That's a ball outside as Severn now the count 1-2 on her. Ball 2 as such a tough out is senior Samantha Severn. Highest batting average on the team. Entering today's play, over 800, unthinkable. Severn shoots it to second. That'll give her an RBI as she's safe at first as Caitlin Kennedy came up bobbling with it. And the Falcons will take advantage with a score as another Irish error. RBI, though, for Severn. That is number 10 on the season for Samantha Severn. Like we said, she loves those RBI opportunities.
Number 58, Seneca Coates. And you know what? They haven't scored a run yet today.
Statmaster Googs tells me all 7 of these runs unearned to Emma Davies, so this isn't going to take a huge hit to her ERA. And just the Irish just trying to figure it out on the defensive side, too, and just make plays at a better rate. That was actually one of the issues they kind of struggled with in Tennessee, too, was just some of the errors, too. And thankfully for the Irish, too, and the silver lining is it's an early season with a young team, too. So you're not going to be playing your best softball here at the beginning of the season. The goal is, come May, you're playing some of your best softball, too. And as long as these young ladies continue to grow, they learn from it, too. There's a lot of talent in and around this softball diamond, so don't be confused and don't be mistaken for the record and maybe the way they're playing right now. There is a ton of talent in and around this Irish team, too, is just a lot of raw talent that's going to get used to that varsity level, used to the varsity speed, and once they do, man, look out as Davies bringing up the speed and blowing it by Seneca Coates for a K, getting it out the old-fashioned way into the circle as just pumping it by with some heat. Tori Greathouse going to get the opportunity to take some hacks as these two, Greathouse and Davies, have had more than a couple of battles against one another in the Little League scene. As they kind of renew it here with Greathouse stepping in the box. Ball 1 to Greathouse. Greathouse batting with a runner on and 1 down in the inning. Batting for the designated player Baumgart in this situation, as Greathouse is the flex. Ball 2. Greathouse looking for her first hit at the varsity level here for Austintown Fitch. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Called strike 2-2. As Greathouse the 2-2 here to Greathouse. And she'll foul it back, staying alive. Greathouse having a great game in the circle on the pitching side of things, trying to really have a great game now. Trying to come up with the bat. Davies with the count 2-2, looking for the second out. Foul it away as Greathouse staying alive. There's just something, too, about having experience against an arm, and Greathouse, that's something she's not lacking here against Emma Davies. These two came up facing one another, too, in opposite programs. 3-2 now, count full. Greathouse ready. Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss, and Davies gets it by her for a big-time K. Second out of the inning, and for Davies, works her 4th K of the day.
Now the right fielder, number 3, Rachel Spalding.
Rachel Spalding now batting, 2 down in the inning. She'll go swinging at that first pitch, little flare shot. Katie Coulianos with the can of corn grab on the infield for out number 3. Falcons scratch across another run, now lead it by 7, heading to the top half of the 4th inning.
What can you do on over 5,000 acres? At Mill Creek Metro Parks, you can discover unique habitats and wildlife. Create memorable family moments. Experience history, heritage, and park programs. Explore scenic landscapes. Take time to relax and be well. Connect with nature and each other. Come see what's new at Mill Creek Metro Parks. Plan your trip now at millcreekmetroparks.org.
Toyota of Warren, trusted to get you into your dream ride since 1996. And winner of Carfax's top-rated dealer award 6 years in a row. We've got great trucks, an experienced finance team, and the ease of Toyota Care's no-cost maintenance on all new Toyotas. Find yours with us today at Toyota of Warren. Check out Toyota of Warren's all-new website for online inventory with new models delivered daily. Set up financing or schedule service at toyotaofwarren.com.
At Joe Dickey Electric, no job is too big or too small. We do it all. We power the plants that help bring us together, the businesses that help our community thrive, and the home that you...
Top of the 4th inning, Falcons with a defensive substitution. Veda Burt now over in left field. Back to the top of the order we go with Brooke Opalik taking aim. Grounded out to short her first time up. Called strike by Greathouse, delivered across the dish, 0-1. Above the head of Opalik, 1-1. Second time through the order today for Greathouse. Christina Dugan have to make the hustle into the third base coaching box. The 1-1. Fouled back, 1-2. Great crowd in attendance today watching this one, lined up all around the fence lining and, of course, behind home plate here. Crowds, it feels like, especially as the weather warms up, continue to get bigger, but year by year continue to get bigger here at Austintown Fitch. Head out to second. Sammy Severn makes the routine play, second base for the first out. Emma Davies popped out to the third baseman. Morgan Roby, her last time up. First pitch finds the zone, 0-1. Part of a couple pop-ups that Great House was able to force in that first inning. One to Rogers, one to Roby. One ball, one strike. The pitch. That's hit left field side of things, and it'll drop in the line in front of Burt for a base hit. First hit of the day, first base runner of the day for the Ursuline Irish. Breaking up a string of 10 straight set down by Great House.
Now the left fielder, number 7, Brooke Burton.
Burton showed bunt, pulled it back, ball 1. Toss back to the first base bag and in safely with a slide, Emma Davies. One 0 the count. Runner at first, one down here in the inning. Ball 2 missing now to Burton. Burton 0 for 1 popped up to Alyssa Rogers, her first time up. Ball 3. The 3-0. Bunt shown, but it's a get-me-over strike for Great House. Southpaw tries to get back in the count now with it 3-1. Still hitters count for Brooke Burton. Burton trying to hit it opposite field side, and it's another one that'll drop just inside the chalk. A fair ball base hit. One on each foul line for the Irish, and 2 in scoring position set up with just 1 away. As Burton kept it inside the right field foul line, and prior to that, Davies inside the left field foul line. And that'll be the big bat of the Irish, the cleanup bat, Katie Koulianos.
Third baseman, number 8, Katie Koulianos.
You can effectively say, folks, this is probably the last young lady you want to be facing in an RBI situation here for Ursuline, as she'll take a ball up high. You put her in the cleanup spot because she can produce in mass runs batted in. She's got a big opportunity to get some momentum flowing in the Ursuline side of things. If she could find some outfield grass or pop one over a fence somewhere. 2-0 the count.
All the way.
2-0 the count.
Couldn't place those balls down the line more perfect, just inside there.
Koulianos taking and waiting for a strike. She got one. It's 2-1. The 2-1. That'll bounce in off the turf. Coming home to score, Davies. She'll get across the plate. Burton advances to the third base bag. Irish are on the board. The wild pitch makes it a 3-1 count here for Koulianos. As Eva Camuso awaits in the on-deck circle. Koulianos flew out to center her first time up. Went swinging. Missing on that rise ball. It's full. Koulianos was trying to aim for the protective netting that's trying to save all the cars parked alongside the softball field. Payoff, fouled off, out of play it goes. We'll do it again at 3-2. Shaking off some of the calls. Great House on the same page. The pitch. Again, the foul back. Koulianos continues the chess match here with Great House. Trying to expand on this one run that the Irish have been able to get across the plate by adding some more. Koulianos will take that one off of the hands, hit by pitch. Officially, first and third set up now as Koulianos earns one the tough way, taking one for the team and setting up Eva Camuso. Camuso batting with one away. Runners at first and third for the Irish. Misfires on that pitch, not missing by much though as Greathouse falls behind, a ball and no strikes. That'll misfire as well, 2-0. That'll run low, and now a 3-0 count to Camuso. And a conference going to be coming by the Falcon catcher, Folkwine. Going to talk with her freshman pitcher. Quick chat. Meeting adjourned here. 3-0 the count. Camuso. Finds the zone. Does Greathouse and a get me over strike. Camuso flew out to left her first time up. She'll foul it. Third base side, 3-2. Here's the payoff. Hit out towards left field. Burt reading it into the leather for the out. Coming home with the throw. Cut off by Abby Toth. Run will score on the sacrifice fly. Koulianos holds at first as another run comes home for the Irish. It's 7-2 Fitch. Sac fly RBI. Camuso gets credited for. And Lauren O'Leary now taking aim. Struck out in the second, 0 for 1 today. Ball 1 to O'Leary. Ball 2. Greathouse. Trying to find her command here in the inning. The 2-0. Riding the third baseline. It's foul to Roby. 2-1 now. If O'Leary is to reach, Mackenzie Smith, the senior first baseman for the Irish, is awaiting in the on-deck circle. Ball and a toss to first keeps Koulianos there, 3-1. Coach Christina Dugan wants to talk things over with Lauren O'Leary with the count 3-1. Count 3-1. Irish trying to continue the run in this inning. They've scored 2 here in the top of the fourth. The pitch, swing and a miss, went chasing up the ladder, did Greathouse. As Greathouse got O'Leary go after one, a couple rungs up the ladder as now the count full. The pitch from Greathouse. Hit in the infield right to Roby on a soft pop fly for the final out. Irish do get on the board, scoring a couple on an RBI sac fly by Eva Camuso as we go into the bottom half of the inning. Falcons still leading 7-2.
How did things ever get so far with your high heating bills? You should have come to me. And if you had come to me, I could have told you to call Michael at MP Vivo Heating and Air Conditioning. Michael is one of my trusted friends, and he will now be one of your friends. MP Vivo will take care of everything with a 96% high-efficiency furnace from Rude. Call MP Vivo for a free estimate at 330-259-0486 and let them take care of your situation.
As Comco celebrated 70 years in 2022, we have much to be thankful for. We are proud of the Comco culture as we serve our customers with Comco Care with our premier customer service, quality parts, and on-time delivery. The partnerships we have with our customers and our community are second to none. We thank you for your continued support. We are proud to be part of this community and will continue to offer great jobs for great people.
From Gia's to Giangelo's, we sure have grown over the years, but what hasn't changed is our appreciation for you. Thanks for choosing Giangelo's, and here's to many more years of great food and great times. Giangelo's.
Back here at the bottom of the fourth, new pitcher in for the Irish, Bella Zamaria, going to be taking over in the circle for Ursuline. She's going to be facing the top of the order for the Falcons with Kayliana Ray leading things off. Ray 1 for 2 today, and RBI double coming back in the second for K-Quick. Kayliana Ray goes swinging and hitting that out towards center field right to Brooke O'Palick. Out number 1. One pitch, one out for Zamaria, as you can't really get more efficient than that. Alyssa Rogers is 1 for 2. Single in the second. Coming off of a bunt. It's a big bolster of what her hits come off of as Rogers went swinging away. She'll sky that one to center, and again O'Palick makes the can of corn catch. Roaming the island in the outfield, 2 down now on 2 pitches. Do you dare swing at it if you're Morgan Roby now?
Now stepping in third baseman number 42, Morgan Roby.
Zamaria. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Looking for an uber quick bottom of the fourth inning are the Irish after scoring a couple in the top half of the frame. Momentum in the Ursuline Sails right now, and they want to get their bats back up. Morgan Roby walked in the first, hit into a fielder's choice in the second, but brought home 2 runs batted in doing so. So she's 0 for 1 today with 2 RBI and a walk. Called strike on Roby, 1-1. The pitch. Ball outside, 2-1. That 2-1 pitch to Roby. Hit to short, able to field the fire was O'Leary. What a stretch at first. Oh, doing the splits. Eva Camuso able to hold it for the final out here in the frame as we go into the top half of the fifth with the Falcons leading the Irish 7-2.
Top of the fourth inning for the Fitch Falcons. They're retired in order. 1, 2, 3. Ella Zamaria only needs 6 pitches to retire.
What can you do on over 5,000 acres? At Mill Creek Metro Parks, you can discover unique habitats and wildlife, create memorable family moments, experience history, heritage, and park programs, explore scenic landscapes, take time to relax and be well, connect with nature and each other. Come see what's new at Mill Creek Metro Parks. Plan your trip now at millcreekmetroparks.org.
It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
We'll see some scattered showers and perhaps a rumble of thunder or two.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
More pockets of rain as we go throughout our
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
Top of the fifth inning. Start at first base now, catching for the Irish. Mackenzie Smith leads things off. She's 0 for 1 today. The 0-1, now 1-1. Greathouse back out for her fifth inning of work. She's worked 4 innings of 2-run softball, striking out 3 to this point. Three and one here for 3-1 now for, I was a pitch ahead of myself, sorry folks. 3-1 now for Mackenzie Smith. Hitters count for Smith. The pitch, swing and a miss. Greathouse didn't give her anything too perfect to hit. Mackenzie Smith, though, was trying to make sure that one got well over 190 here in the ballpark. And it's ball 4. She'll stay disciplined, though, and work the walk and base runners. That's what you're looking for. First walk issued by Greathouse. She did hit a batter, too, to allow what you could consider a free pass, but not too many free runners on for the Irish. That's one thing you want to limit.
Now the designated player number 00, Ariana Chavone.
Ariana Chavone, the batter designated player for the Irish now. Count 0-1 on her. Little excuse me swing to Greathouse. She'll turn 360 it to first to the covering Severn. Fielder's choice first out as Jones, Lila Jones, was the courtesy runner at first. She advances to second.
Now for her first plate appearance in the 9th spot in the order for Ursuline, pitcher number 22, Bella Zamaria.
Bella Zamaria up to bat now.
Sophomore number 5, Lila Jones, is the courtesy pitch runner for Mackenzie Smith, now at second base.
2-0 the count here on Zamaria. Zamaria had a 1-2-3 inning against the top of the Falcon order on 6 pitches. Not too many can say they've had that kind of success. Zamaria looking to hit it over Rogers' head, but she'll make the basket catch on the cut of the turf, infield to outfield for the grab, out number 2.
Moving back to the top of the Ursuline Irish batting order, center fielder number 1, Brooke O'Pallick.
Brooke O'Pallick up to bat 0 for 2. Grounded out to short, grounded out to second on the day. 0 and 1.
Notice I used a reference to St. Patrick's Day with blues.
As the count 0 and 1 on O'Pallick. O'Pallick threw it out there. Greathouse slowed it down with the glove to throw. Not in time. Tried to make the bang-bang play. Severn, great backup. Got rid of it in a hurry, but that speed of O'Pallick, too much, and runners now at the corners with the infield single. You're always taught as the pitcher in the circle to try to get your glove on it anyway, but that's a case where it probably hurt Greathouse more than it helped her as it slowed it down and enabled O'Pallick to beat it out. You don't blame Greathouse, though. That's exactly how you want your pitcher to field their position. Just one of those cases where it's a bad break. Irish have had to deal with defensive errors on their side of things, hoping a bad break on the Falcons side pays off for them. Won't go as an error, will go as a hit, but still RBI opportunity for the second inning in a row here for Ursuline. After the first 10 in a row were sent down by Greathouse, that ball just did make its way over the fence. Out of play for both Abby Toth and Kylie Folkwine. As the count 1 and 2. Greathouse trying to strand a couple runners on here in the 5th. Irish trying to continue to fight back. The 1-2. Ball 2. 2 and 2 the count now. The 2-2. Outside, ball 3. Count full here on Davies. Davies is 1 for 2. Single on the day. Broke up the 10 straight in a row set down by Greathouse. The payoff. Hit out towards right field, and Rachel Spalding calls off one of her best friends and Sammy Severn to make the grab out and right for out number 3. As the Irish threaten, but the Falcons prevent them from scoring, keep the lead 7-2, heading to the bottom of the 5th.
At Joe Dickey Electric, no job is too big or too small. We do it all. We power the plants that help bring us together, the businesses that help our community thrive, and the home that you've been dreaming of. We'll even install a light bulb for you. With over 65 years of commercial, industrial, residential, and 24/7 emergency services, you can trust the experts at Joe Dickey Electric because we are everything electrical.
It's storm season,
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
and Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air,
We'll see some scattered showers and perhaps a rumble of thunder or two.
online,
All right, let's talk high-res futurecast and the timing of this weather.
on social media, and on our app.
More pockets of rain as we go throughout our
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
Bella Zamaria back out to pitch her second inning of work after pitching a clean 4th inning on 6 pitches. She'll face Abby Toth, who goes cutting and missing at a pitch above the letters, 0 and 1. Abby Toth, Kylie Folkwine, and Samantha Severn, 4, 5, 6, due up in this Falcon order here for the bottom of the 5th inning. Toth will foul that back, 0 and 2. And Maria has that one hit out. Short fly ball into the shortstop's glove as O'Leary makes another fine play out of the 6 hole for the first out here in the 5th. Kylie Folkwine Struck out looking in the first, reached on an error in the third. She's 0 for 2 today. First pitch swinging, Folkwine skies it to center. Opalik underneath it, makes the grab. And look at this efficiency by Zamaria out there in the circle, sending down the Falcons batters with ease, as she has now effectively retired 5 in a row, pitching, what, 9, 10 pitches? 9 pitches in doing so?
Second baseman number 7, Sam Sever.
10 pitches right on the nose. Severin hits it out to right, and a little bit of a collision, but holding on to it is Mylove, the right fielder, for the final out here in the 5th. 11 pitches to send down 6 Falcon batters. That might be the most efficient 2 innings we've seen someone have against this Falcon lineup in the last few years, as Zamaria looking special coming out of that bullpen. We go to the top of the 6th. Falcons leading 7-2.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats, because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
For heating, cooling, and indoor air quality, the Mahoning Valley trusts MP Vivo Heating and Air Conditioning, offering worry-free repair, service, and installation. Call MP Vivo today for a free estimate.
MP Vivo Heating and Air Conditioning. We're your energy-efficient experts.
It's the top of the 6th inning, as leading things off will be Brooke Burton. 3-4-5 due up for the Irish. Burton takes a first pitch strike dealt by Greathouse. 0-1. Burton today is 1 for 2, a double coming back in the 4th inning. Ball 1. Irish trailing by 5. A completely scoreless 5th. First inning we've seen completely scoreless from both sides today, as the Falcons were able to score effectively in the first 3. Irish picking up 2 in the 4th. That'll sail high. 3-1 here on Burton. This is time number 3 that Greathouse is facing the Irish order, so plenty of experience by these Ursuline bats, as that's hit out towards center field, but Kay quick, so quick to the spot, out number 1. As Kayleana Ray running the island out there in center field too, and it feels like it's taking more land by the day. Katie Koulianos flew out to center and got hit by a pitch today. She's been aboard once. 1-0 the count here on Koulianos. Top of the 6th inning, Greathouse. The pitch. Outside, 2-0. There's a strike. Goog's telling me 43 pitches in the first 3 innings for a Greathouse, and 52 and counting now in the previous 2. So the Irish have done something right in the last few innings and just making her work, throw a lot more pitches, fouling some off, seeing more. Julianos went chasing at that pitch above the letters. 2-2 now. Base is empty. One down here in the sixth. The pitch from Greathouse. Julianos hits that towards center. Missile shot, but right at Kayliana Ray. Makes the chest high catch for the second out. Couple fly outs. Highlight the first 2 outs of this top half of the sixth. Give Eva Camuso a chance. 0 for 1 today with a sacrifice fly. RBI back in the fourth. Greathouse finds the zone on that first pitch offering, 0-1. The 0-1. Hit foul, third base side, 0-2. Count 0-2. The pitch. Hit to right field, right at Rachel Spalding as the Falcon outfield doing work here in the top of the sixth. 3 fly ball opportunities and 3 outs. 1, 2, 3, retiring the Irish. Bottom of the sixth we go. Falcons still protecting a 5-run advantage.
You know, being able to have success on the football field and the basketball court and just every aspect of, you know, my sports career is now documented. You know, one of the greatest things about high school sports is to be able to talk about it for the rest of your life and to look back on the days with my buddies whenever we would have some battles, whether it was with, you know, our rival or just another game. And I could go back and look at it and, you know, not only myself, but my family members, my teammates, and it's something that will last a lifetime. My name is Parker Sherry, and my sports network is your sports network.
Avalon Downtown Pizzeria, where 90 years of family tradition are baked into every slice. Dine in, order takeout, or enjoy delivery through DoorDash. Visit us on Federal Street or at avalondowntown.com. Avalon, the pizza of Youngstown.
Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the sixth inning is, man, oh man, Bella Zamaria. 6 outs on 11 pitches coming out of that bullpen for the Irish. And she'll be taking on Veda Burt. Burt getting her first opportunity to swing the stick today. The count 1-0 to start on her. And it's ball 2. No base runners allowed. 6 for 6, sending down the first 6 hitters of the Falcon order. I don't know how many pitchers in the last 3 years can say they sat down the first 6 hitters of the Fitch order on 11 pitches. That might be the most efficient that we've seen it, if there's been anyone. Hitters count now 3-1 on Veda Burt. Opportunity to get one on. And that'll be a called strike. Burt watches it go by for the count full now. Burt batting for Seneca Coates' position here as she subbed in left field earlier in the game. The payoff. Ball 4 and the first base runner to reach here against Zamaria. And she took just about as many pitches as Zamaria's been using to send down batters in an inning, in 5 pitches in that plate appearance. Burt the walk.
Now back in, designated player number 32, Bella Baumgart.
Bella Baumgart, another hack for her. She's 1 for 1 today with a double. That came against Davies earlier in the game, 0 for 1. Baumgart came in batting .714. That average obviously is going to increase a little bit. She's having herself a great start of the season. Between her and Seneca Coates, of course, Alyssa Rogers as well, some new faces that you didn't see in last year's lineup that have come into this year's lineup and making amazing impacts. All 3 of the young ladies I just mentioned batting over .500 this season. The 0-2 swing and a miss. Zamaria, though, fooled Baumgart there with 3 pitches to force the K. 1 down in the inning. As advancing to second, though, is Burt. Stolen base for Burt on that.
Fielder number 3, Rachel Spalding. Yeah, she was taken off as she swung through it.
Rachel Spalding now up to bat. 0 for 2 today. She did reach on an error on or 0 for 1 today, I should say. Was able to reach on a sacrifice attempt. And then popped up to third. Takes that first pitch for a ball, 1-0. Falcons haven't scored since the 3rd inning. Put the bunt down. Zamaria jumps on it. Booted it into the turf and able to get there safely as Spalding. It looked like Spalding, though, was going to reach safely regardless, and Statmaster Googs confirms that with me, and it'll be a single for Spalding. So the bunt single puts runners at the corners with 1 away. And another game where Rachel Spalding has a base hit. Kayliana Ray, 1 for 3 RBI double coming back in the 2nd inning. Called strike to Kay Quick, and Rachel Spalding. All gas, no brakes to second for the steal. So give Spalding a stolen base, her first of the day. 2nd and 3rd set up for Fitch now. The pitch. Ball inside, brushing Kayliana off the plate. Ray ready in the box. Here's the 1-1. That'll bounce into the turf. Looking the runners back, Mackenzie Smith, 2-1. Nice job by Smith. The 2-1. Ball 3. 3 balls and a strike now on Kayliana Ray. The 3-1. Ray rips one into center field, a base hit. Give her 1 run, give her 2 runs. 2-run batted in, single. 3 on the day for Kay Quick. Give Alyssa Rogers the chance to swing it as the Falcons add their first run since that 3rd inning. Alyssa Rogers 1 for 3 with a single. Runner going to second as that ball out into center field. Kayliana Ray fakes the run to third as Katie Koulianos looks her back to the second base bag. Second base safely now is Ray. That's hit into center field. A shot by Rogers. Give her the RBI single, second hit of the day for the Falcons shortstop. And now Fitch could potentially walk things off with a blast here as the winning run at the plate in the form of Morgan Roby. Now the score 10-2. The third run scored by the Falcons in the inning. Morgan Roby, 0 for 2. She's walked today to reach. Falcons can try to end this thing here in the 6th if they could scratch across 2 more runs in the inning. They have Rogers at first, Roby at the dish batting, representative of the potential winning run here in the inning for Fitch. Temperature really hasn't dropped all that much. 59 degrees is at least what my thing is reading here too, as great softball weather here, as the rain that was potentially threatening us here for these nightcap games is at least keeping itself at bay for us to get these 5 o'clock first pitch ones in and through. Our 7 o'clock first pitch starts at Scene Park. That might not be the same case for us here tonight on the baseball side of things. Morgan Roby up to bat. First pitch to her, a strike in safely with a slide. Rogers, it gets past shortstop there, O'Leary, and into third safely now is Rogers. She just got up and kept on going. Give her a stolen base and an extra one on the throw. 0-1 on the Falcon third baseman, Roby at the dish. First stolen base of the day for Rogers. Roby takes low, ball 1. Falcons trying to find their 6th win to start the season, trying to have a perfect 6-0 record on the campaign. Since the regular season has started, the Falcons have not been held under a 10-run output yet this season. They had a couple scrimmages where that was the case, but since regular season has started and they had the 20-plus run game against Magnificat, they really haven't looked back. And once again here today, the Falcons with 10 runs of offense here. And I know you lose a little bit in terms of the pitcher in Sydney Watson, what she delivered for this team last year, but I tell you what, folks, you're scoring 10 or more runs a game. That's tough for a lot of teams to beat you, too. They still got to put the ball in play. That's rocked out to center field. It's gone! Morgan Roby walks it off with a 2-run shot here in the bottom of the 6th as Fitch will claim the 12-2 win. Roby into the pile. As that'll be our final here. The Falcons get their 6th win of the season with the 12-2 victory as Morgan Roby walks it off here in the 6th for Austintown Fitch. Falcons now 6-0 on the season. Their next contest is going to be slated for this upcoming Saturday tomorrow with a 2 p.m. first pitch against the Jefferson area Falcons in an all-Falcon battle here in Austintown. Meanwhile, the Irish are 1-5 now on the season. Their next contest is going to be coming this next week, Monday, the 7th of April, against the Hubbard Eagles. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in and watching this broadcast of high school softball, I should say, on ysnlive.com. To our proud owners, both DJ Yoakley and Brian Scott, able to bring this game to each and every person unable to make it in attendance tonight. To our GMs, both Chris Sigler and Steve Leslie, for the amount of hats they wear and the amount of work they do for the Northeast Ohio region in terms of high school sports, and we thank them for each and every single one of them. And most importantly, to all of you who tuned in and helped support these kids, schools, and community communities. You guys are really and truly what YSN Live is all about, and so we thank you. Whether you were tuning in from the north side of Youngstown, supporting your Ursuline Irish, or you're right here in Austintown, supporting your Falcons, or wherever you may be, in between or out wide in the sport of high school softball. This is Ty Bartell bidding you all a farewell and a good night, everybody.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.